Hello Leo, welcome into the channel. Hope you're doing well. This is going to be your reading for the full moon in Gemini. So this is going to be the last full moon of the year. It will peak on December 4th. So it can inspire some deep conversations. Gemini is about communications. It can also possibly kick off maybe some creative ideas that are starting to flow around, and also explore different viewpoints and basically a whole new perspective. So what do we got for Leo? What planet and what house is this going to affect for Leos? Okay, so we have Venus. So Venus is love, romance, beauty, money, it's your appearance, desires, values, and relationships. Seventh house. So this is close relationships and marriage. Okay, so this is interesting. So we're looking at possible close relationships to you, whatever that relationship means to you, or very much well be marriage. So Venus is about love. So romance. So we've got something going on here in a romantic relationship or marriage. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little more on this for Leo. Always remember to take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. If this doesn't resonate with you, I always recommend you check out all your other placements. All right, so tell us more about this for Leo. Okay, so we have Verge, lockdown, and synchronicities. So yeah, it almost feels like, you or the person, whoever you're in the relationship with, it's almost they're on the brink of showing a mental breakdown of some sort, kind of trapped in their head. You've got synchronicities here, so it's the signs are there, whether it's you or your person. The signs are there. It's showing that, somebody's mentally breaking down over this. They're feeling stuck. They're trying to hold it together, or you are trying to hold it together. You might have felt like you were a little bit of a people pleaser, and maybe that's just it in this relationship. Boundaries needed to be put up because it's like you're looking for some support. You're looking to be uplifted, right? So I feel like I'm talking to a Leo that is caught in their head over something in a marriage, and it's almost as if somebody needs a sense of freedom out of this. That's Leo energy again. We've got Aquarius energy. There's the new perspective. So, it's almost as if a deep conversation needs to be had with this person. Maybe there needs to be more freedom, or somebody's wanting to set themselves free. The other might be trying to hold it together, and, it's coming to a head. And I think it's coming to a head during this full moon. There's Gemini energy. Yeah, it's someone needs to feel supported through whatever is actually happening. So what is actually happening here in this relationship, marriage? What's happening? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. And we've got the Star in reverse. So, somebody could... It's like someone's lost the faith in this relationship or marriage. Some bad news is being delivered, needs to be delivered. It's almost as if somebody needs to have freedom so they can feel emotionally happy again on their own. I feel that somebody feels they're a little too tied down into making somebody else happy in this relationship. So that's, like the number one rule is not one person in the relationship can make both parties happy, right? In other words, it's not your job to make your partner happy. It's not their job to make you happy. It's your own jobs, right? And it almost feels as if somebody leans on somebody a little too much, and it's we're coming to a head, I feel, here in this connection, to where someone's on the verge of a mental breakdown. They're feeling confined to making somebody else happy. So it's like a party here is probably having some mood swings. And that's because they might be getting some bad news, right? Maybe revealing that somebody would like to be a little more independent. They'd like to maybe go their own way. And so, they don't want to, it's like somebody here doesn't want to stay just to be a people pleaser, right? They don't want to hold it together. It's a corset. Corsets are uncomfortable. They're very form-fitting. And so it's almost as if somebody feels that one partner, so you take it as it resonates, whoever the partner is holding on too tight and depending on the other person to always make them happy, to always make them feel uplifted, to make them feel good. And that's not your job. And it's basically, you know, they're depending on too much support from one party. And so the other party's like, okay, here's the conversation. I need to deliver the bad news. You know, somebody doesn't have the same feelings for the connection anymore. Is, you know, what this is feeling like. You know, they're getting a new perspective on the fact that they're expected to make their partner happy, and now it's causing you to be unhappy, right? So it's either you're unhappy making them happy, or you're going to have to rip the Band-Aid off, give the bad news that this isn't working for you anymore. And while it makes that bad news makes the other party unhappy, it's not like it's going to make them unhappy forever, and it won't make you unhappy forever, because you'll be, you know, exploring your freedom and going your own way to make yourself happy again. Because right now, you making them happy or them making you happy, however that resonates, is not making you happy. It's or your other person. You take that as it resonates. Oh my. So yeah. Whoops. That was quick. Oh yeah. 10-10. Okay. 10 is completions. It's, you know, one part of the journey is over. One part of your phase of this journey is over. So this is trust the journey. So this is the clarity, patience, progress, happiness, insight, self-discovery, unconditional love. It's time to turn your long-held ideas into action. Soon you'll connect with the right people, encounter favorable circumstances, and access the necessary resources as a result. You'll experience joy and new opportunities. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. So it's time to have a conversation with whoever this relationship. Some of you it is, you know, marriage. Others of you it could just be a close relationship. It could be a close strong, you know, dating connection. Doesn't have to be marriage. I think some of you it is marriage. Some of you is just somebody you've been dating a long time. You're feeling, like I said, trapped, and it's time to have the conversation that this isn't working. You're feeling constricted, right? It's taking too much from you to make them happy. And then, you know, in order for you to feel happy, emotionally happy again, it's time to have that conversation to gain your freedom, and kind of go your own ways. And yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable. And is it going to hurt this person? Yes. But in the long run, it's helping the both of you, because, well, it's either you make them unhappy temporarily, or you remain unhappy the rest of your life, constantly trying to make them happy, right? It's not your job to make them happy. They need to make themselves happy. And this is you, 10-10, coming to the end of this, trusting yourself and trusting the journey, that it's time to cut your ties and move on and go your own way and come across the right people. Okay? So, yeah, Leo, I know that's a little tough, but you know, that's what these full moons are. They shine light on what it is that we need to release. And it looks to you like there is some sort of connection or marriage that is needing to come to the end. So I hope that was helpful. Much love and light, and I will talk to you soon.